What's going on, y'all? What's happening? So let's talk about it. Pre-trips. I did explain and I showed you guys, how to do a proper pre-trip. Let's get into what I mean when I say pre-trip. Responsibilities. You are responsible. I don't care who you are. You're responsible. If you own your own trailer, anytime you come to a shipper, come out of a shipper, please check that trailer. Get somebody to help you. Close the doors. Right now I'm frustrated. This is the second trailer that I've gotten a rejected load on. Not really rejected, but because there's so many new people in the industry, they don't care. I'm going to break down a pre-trip to you and why you have to do one. You're the new guy on the block, or you're the old guy on the block. And you say, fuck a pre-trip. Excuse me. Forget a pre-trip, right? Okay. So you say to hell with a pre-trip. I ain't going to do a pre-trip. I'm just going to get up and roll. Or you're the new guy and just got your first truck. You should be examining whether it's a company truck, and I'll get into an owner-operator truck. You should be going through that truck tooth and nail. I don't give a damn. Looking at the body, looking at the tires, looking at the fifth wheel, looking at any damage that has been done to that truck before you got it. Because guess who's going to be held responsible for it? Or be accused or an accusation thrown out? See, the guy with the few $100s in the bank, he don't care. Guy with a couple of thousand, he don't care. A couple of $100,000, he might care. We're talking about the guys that got money and maybe have 50 plus trucks or more, 2,000 trucks. How many guys you think go through them trucks and do a pre-trip? How many guys you think damage the equipment and you didn't do it? You know you didn't do it. You know it's not your fault. In this case, they're going to do the repair within a couple of hours, which I should still be able to get the load. The problem comes down to it was damaged by a forklift. It's a forklift blade that went up under there and damaged it. You got a lot of new guys in these warehouses. That's why I said if you own your own trailer, I'd advise you that when you go into the place, before you go in, take pictures of your trailer, because the date and time is on there, a date stamp. And then when you come out of that shipper and you deliver your load, get back up in that trailer. You're going to be going up and down in that trailer. Close the doors. Get somebody to help you close the doors so you can see if there's been any damage done to the equipment. Now, in this case, this trailer was loaded. So when I get to the customer here and deliver, he's done. Everything's finished. I'll pull off the trailer's filthy. Take it to a truck wash. Get up in it. From the naked eye, you can't see the damage. It was damaged because the customer refused it, because when you're going back into these docks, before they shine a light on, especially with a full load, they want to make sure there's no holes, nothing that can be seen, no light. And so the first one I think got rejected because it was a rice load. They don't want no holes in there. They don't need bugs getting in there. So that's why I'm telling you guys, do your due diligence. Because if you pick up a trailer or you pick up a truck and it's damaged already and you don't say nothing, guess who's going to get accused? Or guess who's going to get an accusation thrown? So what I'm telling you is, do your due diligence, because I need you to go through it tooth and nail. That's what they mean by responsible on a pre-trip. You are responsible. Let's say a fairing got damaged. You want to write that. Get your little book. Get you some paper. Write it down. Put the date and the time that you found the damage. If it's nighttime, wait till day. Do not pull that truck off the yard until you examine it, because you're too anxious to get behind the wheel by yourself, first timer. Dude, as soon as you get back to the yard and they check the truck and say, oh, you damaged it, guess who's going to be charged for it? In this case, I'm not, but Imagine if I was going to be charged for somebody else's damage. Do you want to be responsible paying somebody else's bill for them fucking up somebody else's shit? Excuse me. But I'm just putting it out there, man. You know, a lot of these new guys, they don't care. It's not theirs. They're going to bang and hit and all kind of stuff. And guess who's going to be accused for it? You. So guess what you need to do? Examine it top and bottom. Another thing I was going to touch on is that as an owner operator, if you're buying your first truck, go through it. Drive that sucker up and down the highway like a madman. Drive over some bumps. If you do enough stuff to that truck before you return it, it may rear its ugly head right there in front of you. Then you'll know, this was damaged or that was damaged. Any scratches, because see, a lot of these guys use touch-up paints. You've seen it in the used car business. They do it all the time with trucks. Touch-up paint. Then when you go to wash it and wash it about the 5th or 6th wash, all of a sudden the paint's peeling. Or you start seeing damage, or you start seeing marks, or you see where somebody tagged the truck. So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Now in this case, they're going to go and they're going to put the tape on there like before. But it was little, you could tell it was a forklift hit. Somebody ran into it with the forklift. A lot of these warehouses, these guys are new. They don't know what they're doing when they drive the forklift. But then the guy that they picked it up, he ain't going back there and looking in the trailer to see if it's damaged. If it's your trailer, you really need to get back there and see if it's damaged. You want to know. You know, you want to know. You don't want to play with this, man, because you're responsible. That's what they mean by do a pre-trip. You pull off and you blow a tire, they're going to say, well, didn't you do a pre-trip? Or the light's not working, didn't you do a pre-trip? It starts making you look like the bad apple because it makes you look like you're not doing your job. And they will throw an accusation at you. Well, when did it happen? Why did it happen? Now, your megas, they probably don't really care because they got so many and they expect it. But with a smaller carrier, man, I'm telling you. But I just want to get out here and put this PSA out there, real quick one. Y'all take care of yourself, man. That's the second one for the day. I'm going to give me something to eat. Y'all take care.